to another edition of What the Heck Is He Talking About? I'll be your host, Mitch Patterson. I will be attempting to guide you through some different forms of language and potential barriers to comprehension. I want to talk about the concepts of language, communication, and comprehension. We usually think of different forms of verbal transmission, such as French, English, German, etc., etc. But language takes many forms. Hey, look at all those forms of language. Oh my gosh. All those directions. I know what to do. Jeez. Language can be thought of systems of communication used by a particular community. In today's episode, we are going to look at building specialized academic language. I am going to examine the specialized language known as the welding symbol. First of all, language can be broken down into two forms, BICS and KELP. BICS, basic interpersonal communicating skills, and KELP, cognitive academic language proficiency. KELP requires a greater access of vocabulary and, as it suggests, is more cognitively demanding. BICS, everyday language, KELP, academic language. KELP can be broken down in two ways: basic academic language and specialized academic language. KELP requires a greater access of vocabulary. Blueprint reading is vital to nearly every trade. The welding symbol is a major component of a welding fabrication blueprint. Welding symbols are the language of the welding shop. They are a specialized language which allow proper and precise transfer of procedures from the classroom to the welding shop. To the layman, they may look like rudimentary hieroglyphics, not far off of something found on a cave wall, when in fact, the welding symbol is a visual description of very specific information vital to those who have been trained and are literate in the area of welding. The nice thing about the welding symbol is that no matter what language you do speak, the welding symbol is universal. Proper communication and comprehension is key to avoid confusion in the workplace. A welding symbol alone requires building a language like any other language from either the top down or the bottom up. For students to develop a comprehension of visual information, a teacher must help build a specialized academic vocabulary to support the students' recognition of the related symbols. When teaching students the welding visual language, we must also understand that there are barriers to comprehension, and teachers must know how to support these students to overcome these barriers. One barrier is the context-reduced situation, which can also be thought of as the classroom. Teachers should use tangible and visual aids when providing support for the transfer of classroom skills to foster an alignment of communication and comprehension. The result being, when students enter the shop or even the workforce, they are able to read, understand, and apply the proper procedures in order to produce a safe and quality product. In conclusion, knowing when and how to use higher forms of language is important, but for a teacher, you must know how to build these higher forms of language, or specialized language. Being aware of the cognitive demands facing any student learning any language is key to helping grow or foster language and communication through comprehension.